Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Welcome back to the program. Thank you very much for being here. How's the family? You have a boy, 6, and a little girl about 4. Is that right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, my oldest boy is now 6, and the little girl is 4.5. Mm-hmm. And they're my boy and your boy about the same.
About the same. I'm just about to go 7 here with my son.
They get, because they test out their male energy on you.
Right.
But they don't know when to use it or why they're using it there. My son he's just come into the phase of, he's discovered trash talk.
Trash talk.
Trash talk. But he has no idea of the appropriateness or where. So in the mornings before school, after breakfast, I say, Nate, after breakfast, I want you to clear your bowl and I want you to bring it up to the sink.
Take your plate, yeah.
Right, because that's why I had him.
Help out around.
Right. You don't
Start getting a little something back on your investment.
The house is a lot of work.
Yeah.
And so we had them to take care of a lot of the chores. And so he has his cereal and he's done with it, and he brings it up to the kitchen sink and he turns to me and goes, "How you like me now?" And I was like,
it seems a little aggressive.
What do you mean? How you? I said, you didn't dunk on me. You did a chore. You don't trash talk after. You don't like take the garbage out and be like, "In your face, Dad."
Yeah.
Like, no, that's you're doing what I actually wanted you to do. So that's not. I said, I go. He talked back a little bit. So I go, you don't get fresh.
Yeah.
Fresh is good. Vegetables that are fresh are tasty.
Yeah.
So you get that argument back and forth.
I'm getting now a little bit of the testing of who really is running things in terms of men in the house. And if there's a herd of elk, and if there is an older...
Where do you live? Where do you live? We're downtown.
I'm Riverdale.
Are you? All right.
Riverdale.
All right.
If there's a herd of elk and they're being stalked by wolves, the wolves have a sense which one is the oldest and which one is sick. And that's the one the wolves go after first. I have a feeling my son has sensed that about me. He knows he can take me down.
That is not...
But
you need to get an older, more infirm gentleman in your house.
Yes, I know. For chum.
You need to get somebody that can be a distraction.
Yeah,
like,
just
he's got one leg, that guy's got no legs. I'll go for that guy.
But there's no greater fun in the world, is there?
Oh, it's just the best.
Fantastic.
And the two of them, because they do, at first, you are their only influence, you and your wife. And it's so, the opportunity to ruin someone from scratch.
Oh, man. Yeah, here we go.
When they're young, they believe anything Daddy, are there monsters? Not in my room.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, that's awful.
Yeah.
That's horrible. I don't know.
Yeah. They don't know.
Yeah.
But we're having fun. The language is interesting because they do watch a lot of television, and my daughter now says, "Dang it."
Dang it.
Because she picked that up on Nickelodeon. Dang it. So they pick up these phrases. Hers is "dang it now," and Nate's is "what the." He does that. He says, but he's 6. He got that from. I think that's from SpongeBob.
I think it
You might be able to get away with that on your little cable outlet there, but I don't.
I'm bringing you a taste of cable, Dave. I'm taking you slumming with me.
Tell me about the big rally. Oh my God! When I heard about this, I just thought,
what a stupid idea! You probably.
God, I just thought. Well, no, I thought you're going to be down there, and people are going to be all over you, and they're going to want to lick you, and it's just going to be. Are you really going to? It's the rally to what is it? To bring back
the rally to restore sanity.
Yeah.
But we're not going to. Are you going? Wow. So you should go.
Yeah. They're
'Cause you
going to
don't
be
know.
there, but what are your responsibilities? You're inviting millions and millions of people to your party. Good luck.
So you're saying we should have planned something?
No, I'm not telling you how to run your business.
We got a whole thing planned. I'm doing the rally to restore sanity. It's basically the idea is let's disagree, but try not to call each other Hitler.
Yeah.
You know, you go to these rallies, there's always a guy in the back, Bush is Hitler or Obama is Hitler. And it's offensive, even to Hitler, I think. You know, here's a guy who worked his whole life to be Hitler. Mm-hmm. The most evil guy to ever walk. And
yes.
people are throwing around, you know, Obama's going to raise the tax rate to 39.6. He's Hitler. Hitler's like, no, he's not me.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not about taxes. I was a bad guy.
So the point is, we ought to be able to disagree and remain friends.
And not even remain friends. I don't mind shouting as long as it's authentic. It's about I'm just sick of hearing about, you know, you watch the cable news networks and the loudest people get to control the debate and the loudest people get to control the government. And there's millions of people at home who have to mow the lawn, mm-hmm. They have things to do.
Right.
And this is the rally for people who have things to do. I want you to come down for that day.
The people who have
You
things
do
to
nothing. Let me say this. I say this to you. Non-joiners of the world unite.
Right. People who have things to do.
Yeah, bring them down. Colbert, by the way,
I'd like to be there, but I have
Colbert's
things to
doing
do.
a rally, Keep Fear Alive. Mm-hmm. I think it's just a cheap stunt.
Yeah.
I don't even think that guy's a real conservative.
Let's run it down with now Bill O'Reilly. You've
Yeah.
been on his show a few times.
Yeah.
He's been on your show.
Yeah.
He's been on my show,
Mm-hmm.
and he's a likable fellow.
Very likable fellow.
But he does it for. Well, you know.
I believe that's the setup.
Yeah. But we know he doesn't believe what he says.
No, I believe it. You know, I think he's a fair-minded individual who is has his own bellicosity about certain issues. But in the river he swims in, he is the most. He is the, as they say, the thinnest kid at fat camp. He is
Right.
the sluttiest nun at the convent.
And then. And
that worked. I mean, he's in Crazy Village. So
then you have Glenn Beck, who
Sure.
I finally figured out who Glenn Beck is. He's
Yeah.
Bobby Heenan. Do you remember Bobby Heenan?
Bobby Heenan, the wrestling manager.
That's right. That's exactly who Glenn Beck
Bobby
is.
Heenan?
Bobby Heenan, yes. He's just looking to make trouble. He has no idea what he's talking about. He just wants trouble.
I like listening to him. I think he's an excellent broadcaster. He's fun to watch because he does that thing. It's a stand-up comedian's trick. You know how we used to be on the road and you do the same act night after night.
Right.
And he'd have to
Well, it's on the road. Hell, I'm doing it here. On the road.
But you do the same thing night after night. And so you got to make it seem like it just came to you. So that's the whole trick of his show is this just, folks, we are... Folks, listen to me. If we could just go back to 1979. Did you see, this was the greatest thing. This is when I realized how much I love this guy. He does a program, he's sitting on his chair and he's weeping. And, and he shows the commercial.
He's weeping.
For, do you remember the old Coke commercial with Mean Joe Green?
Sure.
Where he says, have a Coke. And Mean Joe Green says, that's okay. And the little boy goes, come on, take it. And Mean Joe Green finally is like, all right, kid, takes it, and then he throws him the jersey. Comes back to Glenn, and the tears are, why can't we go back there?
Yeah.
Politicians won't take you back there. And I'm like, I think we can't go back there because it's fictional.
Yeah.
I think it's a fictional commercial. And then I remembered, I think they taped it in 1979, which is when the Iranian hostage crisis was.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I guess we could go back there, but why would we want to?
Exactly.
And that's when I realized he made that fictional moment.
He's Bobby Heenan. Come on. He's Bobby Heenan.
I like him. I want to have him on my program. I want to go on his program.
We have invited him numerous times to be on this show. He will not come on this show.
I invited myself onto his program and did not come on.
Well, what about this woman who's a witch who's running for Senate in Delaware?
I think it's an excellent, I think we could use a witch in Congress. somebody, a little twinkle in the nose, boom, everything's taken care of.
Right.
Yeah, I feel bad for her. They've uncovered videos of her from like 15 years ago from when she appeared on MTV. And Lord knows I'm the last person who would ever, if anybody ever went back to MTV and what I've said on there, believe me, I'd be precluded from going to the post office. So, I feel badly for her. I hope she seems nice. She maybe.
What a way to put Delaware on the map, though, huh?
Is Delaware actually on the map? Is that
No,
allowed?
no.
Is that...
Okay, now here's Glenn Beck.
All right.
This is pretty good.
There's Glenn Beck.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my God, he's pointing at us. There you go. Oh yeah.
Bobby the Brain Heenan, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right.
Come on.
You know what? That's pretty good. You know what I've got to do? I have got to get me a color printer because that, just the clarity
The
of the
fun
image,
that you're missing.
the pixels.
What about the Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, your buddy?
He was in UN.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
I'm sorry,
is the guy that comes in and says ugly things about Americans,
Yeah.
and then is upset that we don't like him.
Well, he was interviewed by Charlie Rose when he was at the UN, and they said, what about America? What about relations with America? And he said, well, he was explaining why we have bad relations. He said, I sent Barack Obama congratulations on his election victory. He did not reply. And this is a guy who's up at the UN like, the fist of fire will burn through America's skull. I will drink your blood. I will rip off your head. He's like, look, but at least you say hello.
Yeah, that's right.
It's the kind of thing. The thing that is so interesting to me about it is, like, I can't believe Mahmoud Ahmadinejad hates Jews because he acts just like one of us. That's something we would do. That's something my uncle would do at a holiday. Be like, you could say hello.
Pick out a nice card.
You could pick out a nice card and do the thing. It's nice. I love watching when the UN gets together now. This is the time of year because all the countries of the world get together alphabetically, and they're not used to being around each other. And I don't know if you saw Barack Obama's address to the UN, but he was talking about that there are still a lot of terrible trouble spots in the world. And he's talking about Iran and Ahmadinejad and his threats to go nuclear. And then he says about the Congo. And then there is the Congo, the People's Democratic Republic of Congo, that still uses mutilation and beheadings as a weapon. And at the UN, everybody's on the thing that translates. So nothing lands for about 6 seconds. Mm-hmm. So he says, beheadings and mutilation as a weapon. And you look, right next to the Congo is Costa Rica. And you look on their faces and they're doing this. And then you see him leaning over, they lean over to Colombia and they're like, do you want to switch?
Switch places.
They switch places, but he delivers it. He does that mutilation, and then there's like a 5-second delay, and somebody suddenly goes.
On to happier matters. Hey, you were on, was it Oprah's first show of
Her first show, I carried her entire audience to Texas for barbecue.
Newark, I know.
I was on the first week. John Travolta had done the first show, and he flew them all, or is going to fly them all to Australia, and I gave them a book.
Something to read. It's a long flight.
It's a long flight.
Really, very thoughtful.
There's a picture of Australia in it, which would be nice. I go back. I feel like the expectation when you're Oprah is that when you meet her, like, she will help you.
Right.
Like, even if you don't really need help, you think, well, Oprah's here, I must be getting something nice. Like, it's not.
Well, that's right. She's absolutely transcendent.
She is.
And she's made it difficult, I don't know about for guys like you, but certainly for guys like me, because when these people come to this show.
Yeah. You get nothing. You get nothing.
The only thing they go home with is a bad taste in their mouth.
Yeah.
Oprah, not only sent them to Australia, they're moving them there. Everybody gets a house.
They're making them kings. The worst thing that you can happen if you run it over is you get a makeover. The best thing, she could give you your own syndicated show. She could make you the governor. She could do whatever she wants. And I really found myself, after the show, I was so appreciative she had me on. She talked about the book. She came backstage and said, hey, thanks a lot, that was great. And I was like, oh, thank you, Oprah, for having me on. She's like, all right, well, I'll see you later. I was like, what?
Yeah, wait a minute. Where's my pass to heaven?
What?
Yeah.
What are you gonna tell me now? Like, look under your chair. It's your high school girlfriend. Your high school girlfriend apologizes to you. You know.
That's where my high school girlfriend would be, too.
The troll, huh? Is that how it all went?
But, you know, in the beginning, Oprah frightened me. And I'm still trepidatious around Oprah.
Right.
But she's...
now, what frightened you? Because she doesn't seem to be...
She could squash me like a bug. She could put me out of the business.
You thought
and she hated me. That's what it was.
She didn't... I don't think she hated you. I think that in your head, it's because of the as we refer to it now, the incident.
Oh, no. This predates the Academy Awards.
Oh, is that true?
Oh, predates the Academy Awards. She hated me long before then.
So you're saying in many respects on your show right now, in front of millions of people, Oprah is racist. Is that what you're saying? That she hated you because... Am I maybe stirring something up that doesn't need to be stirred up?
You may be getting a bad translation. Why don't you switch with Colombia?
All right. Let me get... Why would she hate you?
I'll tell you why.
You're a very likable young man.
Here's where it happened. Here's what happened.
All right.
She and I turned up. She was with Stedman. I was with my then girlfriend, Regina. We were both at a restaurant having lunch on vacation. Mm-hmm. I said to Regina, this is hilarious, I'm going to make Oprah buy us lunch. So I called the waiter over. I called the waiter over.
May I just very quickly in this role play?
Yeah.
Let me be Regina.
Okay.
Oh, for sake.
Yeah, that's about it.
All right.
So the waiter comes over and he says, I asked for the l'addition, s'il vous plaît. And I said, this woman right over there has been kind enough to take care of our check. And he says, well, absolutely fine, thank you very much. So now as we're leaving, and the waiter and Regina and myself are out kind of at the door there, I waved Oprah. Oh, she waves back. Now the waiter thinks, oh, well, sure.
You wave?
Yeah, she waves. So then we walk, we got a free lunch. That's where it started. That's where it started. Thanks. Thank you.
Where was this? What is that? Do you remember where you were?
Yes, I remember where I was.
Where were you?
How old do you think I am? No, I have no idea.
But are you at a resort? I guess my point is this. I can understand if you're at a restaurant and then you wave and leave and then you're off the island. Mm-hmm. But let's say you're staying at, like, I don't know how you vacationed early in your career, at a Sandals. So you're at an all-inclusive resort, Sandals, where you get your drink beads, and now she's there for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
Where could she find you then at that point? Or is this a dine and dash?
No, we didn't run into one another. It's not like we were on the same cruise, Oprah and I.
But you're on the same vacation.
She was in a hotel on one side of the island. I had accommodations on the other side of the island.
Ooh.
And that, my friend, is why I'm not going to Australia.
That can't be right.
Well, no, it's not right.
And you felt that she carried that with her.
Oh yeah, that pissed her off.
She holds a grudge.
It would piss me off.
She's Ahmadinejad. She holds a grudge.
Not everybody likes horseplay.
If that is not the title of your autobiography, I don't know what. Not everybody, Dave Letterman.
Not everybody
likes horseplay. Coming out on. And they'll sell it in Walmart.
Well, here you go. Speaking of great titles for books, another bestseller right here. It's called Earth, and this is a guide. Once the human species has been obliterated,
that's right,
and the planet is still cooling off and trying to rebuild itself, aliens come. They need some guides, some help, some tips.
That's right.
Everything you need to know if you're an alien visiting a heretofore, after the heat death of the universe.
That's right.
Everything you need to know is contained in this one book right here called Earth.
You know what, Dave? What would you pay for something like that?
Man, this would be invaluable.
It would be invaluable. If someone were to order that right now.
$1,000. I'd pay $1,000 for
well,
this
Dave,
book.
you're in luck. It is actually $1,000. And if you want, I'll leave that here for you, and I'll waive. You'll probably somehow end up sticking me with the bill for this. I don't know how. I know that's your game, Horseplay Johnson.
Where's the price in this? You got no price on this.
Do they not have a price?
Oh, on the
Didn't
back.
they?
Yeah, you get a price right there.
Yeah, it's a barcode. I don't know if you can you read barcode? Is that what you're doing?
$28. Is that what it is?
Are you the Terminator?
$28. That's not so bad.
But it's $28. But it's a book. I'm sure you can get it for $11, like 2 days after it comes out. It's a book. Nobody even buys.
Have fun down there. The big march. What's the date of the big march?
The big march is October 30th. It's a Saturday, and I'll tell you.
Isn't that Columbus Day? Are you going to get a tremendous Columbus Day crowd?
That's what we're hoping to ride on the back of Columbus on this one. It's the reason we're doing it is if we did it on Friday, that we're down in D.C. that week, and we thought Friday we'd be tired. Let's do it Saturday. Then we'll come home. Sunday is Halloween, and
so
we don't want people to have to come out for Halloween.
So you put some thought into it.
That's
good. All right. Always a pleasure, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Jon Stewart, ladies and gentlemen.